Hi, welcome to Gamers Web. My name is Mark, and in this video I'm going to take a look at the City Block core set modular terrain system from Battle Systems. This has been around for quite a while. It's a cardstock building set for an urban type setting, and I've been after one for ages, and I finally plucked up the gumption to do it, and I picked up one to continue with my solo project, which I'm going to be doing throughout 2025. And I'm going to be covering some contemporary games in 2025, as well as games like 5 Parsecs from Home and Core Space and Malidum and other things that have got solo rules. But I'm also going to be doing Walking Dead as well, and maybe a couple of superhero games. So I thought this would be perfect. And stuff from Battle Systems is always fantastic. Okay, so as you can see on the box, 340 pieces. You don't need glue, although glue is recommended for some pieces, and it gives you enough to build a 2 foot by 2 foot table, which we'll see as soon as I open it. Okay, so turn it the right way around because it's been packed upside down. Okay. From office blocks to bustling shops, private homes, from office blocks to bustling shops to private homes, you can find anything you might want to in the city. At the end of the world, however, you will also find things that you don't want, as zombies, low-life criminals emerge from the darkness and bring the chaos to the neighbourhood. Sorry, I'm having real difficulty reading tonight. Okay, so it contains a 2 foot by 2 foot neoprene mat, which is really cool. I've already got this map, so that means I've got 2 of them now. And then you get all of these buildings, loads and loads of street furniture and loads of accessories. This isn't going to be a very long video, so I'm just going to quickly jump into the thing, and you can see what we get. As I say, I'm going to be doing quite a few core systems, Battle Systems unboxings coming up. I've already done 3, so this is my 4th one, and I've got another few products that are sitting waiting to be filmed when I get the chance. And the good thing about the Battle Systems is all the terrain's already painted, so it saves a lot of time. Okay, so let's see what we get. Open the box, and it's a very heavy box, by the way. Right, first thing you see, 2 foot by 2 foot neoprene mat. This thing is really nice. As I say, I've already got one. I will get this all set up at the end of the video, and then you can actually see how it looks. We'll do a quick walkthrough, a fly through, or whatever. But there's lots and lots of details already on the mat. I mean, you could already stain the mat if you wanted to, but I wouldn't recommend doing that. Neoprene's a really good plastic rubber. It kind of is quite forgiving and very stretchy. And that's I think my 6th or 7th neoprene mat in 2 foot by 2 foot. Okay, we got this envelope. This envelope contains, let me just jump in, there should be several bags in here of small grey plastic pegs. Well, I said several bags, there's only one bag. Right, it's put in a padded bag so it doesn't damage the card. So these are your connectors. There are various shapes of the connectors. They're used to actually make the buildings stick together. The buildings do go together using friction fit. You push them together, and as you push the buildings together, they stay in place. But to connect walls and roofs and all that stuff, you need the pegs, and they come in various shapes. You've got an L shape, you've got a T shape, you've got like an S shape, and you've got quite a few. There's quite a few there. Now these are available separately from Battle Systems. Right, so I think the easiest thing to do here is just take all of this like that, and then just take it out of the box like this, and we can have a look what we've got. Okay, so we have our cardstock. It's printed on double-sided. So on this side here, I've got a piece missing. It's probably falling into the box somewhere. And on this side, we've got one thing, and then we've got the exterior. So the interior of the buildings, and then the exterior of the building, like that. And the windows are removable. You can remove the windows on most of the panels, so you can actually jump through them with a lot of Battle Systems games. That's one of the things that they like to do. So that's one of the options in the games like Core Space. You can actually jump through windows and do cinematic stuff. Okay, so we've got all this fancy brickwork on one, and that's an apartment entrance. Then we've got another apartment entrance, so that's two. We've got four of the apartment entrances. They're all identical. Then we've got this one here, which is the single doorway. And as you can see here, we've got these little tiny nubbins on the walls. That's where you connect the things together. The doors can be pushed open, or you can have them closed. Some of the doors on some of the kits actually are scored on one side, and if you've got things that are scored, they have a little scalpel on the top of the sheet that they're on. So you know that that's the side that you need to bend and fold. Okay, so we've got two of that one, three. Then we've got some furniture, which includes a settee, a sofa, an office desk, some vending machines, what looks like a counter, lockers, tables, all sorts of stuff. And we've got two of those that are identical. Then we've got a few other bits and pieces here. We've got some more street furniture. So we've got some Jersey barricades, some pallets, what looks like to be a road barrier. This is a mailbox. I couldn't remember the name of the thing then. That's a mailbox, or post box as we call them in the UK. And then we've got floor plans. So this is the interior floor. It's also the roof as well. So as I say, the way they can be built is quite, there's lots and lots of different ways you can build the buildings. And then we've got crates as well, which all the crates fold up, and you can actually put things inside them. So we've got 1, 2, 3 of that one. Then we've got the same one again, but in blue. We've got 1, 2 of those. These are smaller rooms. Air conditioners, I think it is. No, it's a billboard, sorry. There are air conditioners, but as you can see on the side of it, it's a billboard. And then we've got ruined floor sections, ruined wall sections, street signs. Same on the other side. These can be assembled in a variety of ways, as I say, and also they can be combined with other kits. So you can use things like the diner, casino, or the prison, police station. They all are compatible with this. And that's the same one again. So we get 2 of those, and then we get 2 of these at the end as well. So that's the canopies and fire escapes and stuff like that go on the side of your buildings. There are stairs and things like that in the buildings as well. And that's the final one, which is the same. Okay, right. So all told, I think it's 20 things we get. Let's just have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, 20 of these we get altogether, and they go together in lots of different ways. Now, as I say about scoring, if you look at this piece here, you can see there's a little tiny groove at the top there. That's where it's supposed to be folded. You just fold that like that, and then when it just friction fits into the whatever part it's meant to be fitting into, and this little nub here goes into one of these recesses at the top. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, as I said, this is going to be a pretty short video. I'm going to assemble quite a lot of it. I'm not going to assemble all of it, but I'm going to assemble quite a lot of it, and I'll be right back and we can have a look at it on the table. So I shall be there very soon. Okay, whilst quickly looking through some of the footage I've just shot, I realised I hadn't actually looked over these sheets properly. Right, so I'm going to quickly show you how to assemble some of this stuff. We've got 3 different sheets here, well, 3 sheets here, 2 are the same and 1 different, obviously. We've got this street furniture, and we've also got this set of, just getting in the right place, barriers, the police barrier and some barricades and stuff like that. Dead easy to put together. I'll show you all this stuff assembled, but I'll go through, once I've finished this part of the video, I'll go through a couple of these things. So, street furniture, let's have a look what we've got here. Right, so we've got tables, we've got a bureau desk, we've got a red and a blue settee, we've got some lockers, and what else have we got? Another office desk, a vending machine, toilets, stuff like that. So, dead simple. We'll go for the thingy first. I'll just do one, because we need to do one because they're all the same, more or less. Right, so this is the sofa. So just put these to one side for a moment. And as always, if you look on the top of the sheet, there's always a little score side. So that's the side that needs to be bent and scoring. So what you do is to very easily do it, pop out any little tabs like that, and then just very quickly snap, but don't break. So you need to put a firm bit of pressure on it so it bends, but don't actually physically break it. Right, and that one's that one, like that. And then, if I can remember how to do this, because I have done it before, you see that this piece here goes through this little hole at the back, like that. And then, hang on, do it the right way around. Right, so these 2 little gaps here, these 2 little nubs go in like that, right, and then this piece here just pushes down and into place like that, and there we have, you can hear the cardboard creaking. That means that the friction's holding it in place. So there we have one piece of the sofa. Then we've now got this piece of the sofa here, and it does exactly the same way. You push out the 2 little tabs there, bend this like that, don't put too much pressure on it, and then simply just take this, sorry, you need to bend that part there like that, so it's bent over, fit those in like that, if I can just get it into place, and then just quickly push those in, and then you can hear the actual friction of the card will keep it in place, and you won't need to glue it. It stays together pretty rock solid, and then you've got a settee and a sofa. Right, so that's the sofa, which is quite easy to do. Next thing we've got, I think we'll do, is the oak desk. So I'll take out the 2 parts of the oak desk. Unfortunately, my cat is jumping up and down like an idiot. Right, like that. Okay, and this is quite simple to do. We get these 2 parts here, and we just bend them like that. And this piece here just slots like that. Dead simple. And there we've got an oak desk to use a shelter behind. Now, seeing as you're not going to be actually using this for anything, I strongly suggest putting a drop of glue in to keep it in place, so it's a little bit more solid. The police precinct comes with a little lamp that goes on this part here, so you just slide that in and it gives it a three-dimensional look. Toilet's quite easy. It consists of 3 pieces. 1, 2 and 3, and we get 4 of these altogether. So it's these 3 pieces here that make up the toilet, and what we do is we take, hang on a second, get it the right way around. We take this piece, which is the back piece, that goes in, sorry, not the back piece, the toilet lid. If I can just get it into place, that piece goes into there, which for some reason it's decided it doesn't want to go in. Right, let me just have to put a bit of pressure onto this, I think. Right, piece goes into there like that, and then we've got this piece here that goes in like that, and then what you do is you attach this part at the back onto one of the walls so it keeps it in place. Okay, I just assembled that wrong. I just noticed. Okay, so there's your toilet seat. You can actually fold this part here so it can actually go down and act as a toilet lid, and you can also have it so it's up as well. Just be a bit careful when you do it, because I almost broke that one. And then this just actually fits underneath the wall section of the building that you're putting this in. I think I've actually got this part on upside down. I think it should actually be, is it that way around? I'm not sure. That might be the right way around, I'm not sure. But if you're stuck with any of these things, on the Battlescape website, they've got, and on the YouTube channel, they've got a whole host of videos that are basically dedicated to this terrain. Okay, so next piece, nice easy one. This is our locker. So basically you've got a 3-fold, you just fold it again on the scored side, and then just take it and place one hand against the little groove, another one against the little groove, and then push them into place so they click into place. Now it can be, it's green on one side or red on the other, or brown. So decide which side you want. And what I would do is, to give this a little bit more strength, I'd actually glue it in place once you've finished, because it's not going to really be going around much, is it? You know, I'd glue that together. So we've got a locker. What else have we got? We've got a vending machine. Vending machine's quite easy. If I can find all the pieces for it. Yep, there they are. Right, so I think this is the chugger vending machine, isn't it? Right, so again, bend like that, and then we've got these little tabs here. So we've got, let me just work this out. Okay, so you bend those two over, bend that one in, like that. Get the side that you are going to assemble, slide it in to the back there, and then basically it's a question of marrying these two pieces up together. So they go together like that, and then just clicking it into place, and then repeating it on the other side. And there you've got a wee vending machine. I'll do the same on this one. So slide that into there. I think the best way to do it is do both sides at the same time before you put the the bottom parts in. So you've got the two slots at the back going at the same time, like that, and like that. I mean, I'm quite new to doing this stuff. I've never really done much of it before. But if you do it like that, and you see it just clicked in, and there we've got a little vending machine with a little character on it. It's even got a little fridge-like thing on the back of it. Brilliant. And they're double-sided, so you've got a side that's smashed and a side that's smashed. And then finally on this, because I've done most of it now, we've got the office desk and the filing cabinet. Filing cabinet is quite easy. We get the filing cabinet, which is this piece here and this piece here, and again we just bend these in like that, and it just goes in roughly like that. And then again, nice bit of pressure on it, it fits in nice and tight. More street furniture that you can just scatter around. And then finally on this sheet we have got the office desk. Now the office desk, oh actually, I just noticed something here. Yep, right, so we've got this little piece here. This actually is the light that goes onto the desk. That just basically goes onto this little piece here. Now we'll glue that in place, so you've got a little light going down. Did I put it on the right way around? Yes I did. Right, so, oh, see what I mean, it needs gluing on. So where are we? Office desk, yes, that was it. Right, so the office desk, again, nice simple one. These just bend over like that, and then this just slips in like that, and obviously people stand behind this part here, because this is like a reception desk type thing. If I can just put this into place properly. Right, like that. So that goes in. Now this one's not going, it's not playing game with me properly. It's definitely going to need a bit of glue to actually keep it in place. But you put your figure behind those, people work behind that. Then finally on this we have one last desk, and then we've assembled everything, because I'm not going to assemble the other sofa because it's just the same as that one, and same as the toilet as well, obviously. Right, so we've got another table. This is a dining table, and this goes together like this, if I can remember how to do it. Right, so you got two pieces here, these two pieces, that piece just goes into there, like that, and then this piece here just slots into that, and then you've got a dining table. So that's one sheet done. Obviously I'm not going to do the other sheet because it's exactly the same. And we've got the same thing here for for this sheet here, which I'll just get to in a moment. Okay, right, so barrier, the stop barrier. This is one of the easiest ones. So basically it's just that piece, and then we have, if I can find where it is, it's vanished on me. It's completely vanished. All right, I'll come back to that in a second. Okay, so this is one of the harder ones. This is one that's going to give you the most problems. Oh, hang on, there's the barrier. Right, it actually says on the thing as well. If you actually look on the bottom, it actually tells you the name of the actual thing. Right, so the barrier is dead simple. Just get that little piece there, and that just pops in like that. And we slide that all the way in so it stands up, and then just pop out the two little white card inserts, and we've got our barrier. These look really, really good when they're on the tabletop. They're very, very nice. Okay, where we've got one of the pieces that's probably going to give people the most trouble sorry, that was me catching my camera then, is this piece here, which is quite simple, but you've got these three pieces that make a post box, or a mailbox as they call them in the States. Right, it's double-sided, but you're really wanting to have this side pointing outwards. So again, I'm using the side of the sheet that has got the score here section on it, and then you just basically bend this over like that. You could do it around a pencil. I'm doing it around my finger because it's quite easy, and then you just get these pieces here and just slide them in the way you do the rest of the furniture and the tabs. Occasionally you might get a little piece that might need a wee knife or a pair of scissors running along the inside seam, so you can actually get it in place properly. This one's been a bit of a pain, but once I get the other one on, the other side on, it should actually fall into place properly, like that. There we go. Just push this in. Now, I did have a problem with one of the other sheets because I wasn't paying attention to assembling it. I assembled it wrong on one of the buildings from the Core Space Firstborn box set. It was just a question of pulling it apart and reassembling it again, but doing so I actually delaminated, which is basically I took all the picture off. But the good thing about this, with it being paper and card, you can just glue it back down again, dead easy, and it's also dead easy to touch up. When I do the loop through in a moment of the actual fully assembled tone, I'll actually show you some of the things I've done to actually customize the buildings and things. Okay, not much more here now. We've got fence panels like this. These two, that's a two-sided fence, and where's the other part for it? Ah, there we go. Right. So this piece here and this piece here, they just come out like that. Now, unfortunately, you only get one of these sheets. I'd really like to have two of these sheets. You can buy this sheet separately, and that just slides in like that. So you've got a fence panel. And of course, because of the way of the design, you could just put a clip onto these and clip them together. So you can have them together like that, or at a 45-degree angle, or a 90-degree angle. And then we've got the same with this one here. We've got a fridge, which is made up of 4 parts. If I can get the fridge out, like that. Oops, I just dropped a piece. Right, so we've got those 2 pieces there. As you can see, I've just delaminated that, but I will touch that up with a bit of glue, and you won't even notice. Right, so as I say, you can customize these quite easily by adding extra bits and pieces onto them, and extra details, things like that. Okay, so bend like that, and then we've got these 2 sides go in. It doesn't matter which way around you get them, but they go into the back there because they form the back of the fridge. Obviously with the fans at the bottom of the fridge like that. And I would again advise gluing these in place. I mean, you don't really have to, but I would advise it because they'll stay together that longer. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually put this piece in at the front before I put the back piece on, because that'll hold it into place, hopefully a little bit sturdier. Right, and like that. There we go. And there we go, like that. If I can just get this into place, there we go. So that just fits in like that. Get a wee pencil or paintbrush and just push that part up on the inside, and it'll sit nice and flush. And there's a little fridge. Last couple I'm going to do on this because they're mostly self-explanatory. We've got this one here, which is the billboard. You get a couple of billboards in this this set. Unfortunately, there's two of the same, and this one. There's the Attack of the Zombie Giraffes, and then there's this one here, which is the Chug. Dead simple. You get two of these, and you just basically push that into there, and then there's another tab here that just goes underneath like that, so it's in place snugly. And then do the same on the other side. And of course you can always have lights coming down from these things. If I can pick this up, it's really tricky to try and pick cardboard up off a flat surface like that. Right, okay. So again, that goes on there, just goes over the top. And I'm going to go in from the bottom actually. And then I'll go from the top, it's easier. Right, like that, and then just pop that in. And because of the way this is designed, it will just prop up against so it's like that on a building, or you can use a clip on this side here. So that's that piece done. We also have a park bench, if I can find it. Oh, hang on, right, dumpster. Right, so the dumpster is made up of a couple of parts, and this is one of the things I would suggest you glue. Right, so it's 4 parts of the dumpster, like that. Sorry, 5 parts of the dumpster. This part here bends in, like that, and we've got these 2 parts here, which just go along thusly, like that. They form the sides of the dumpster. Obviously you want to get them so they're on the same way, so the wheels are facing in the same direction, like that. I've run a drop of glue again, just to make sure that we're in the right place with it, like that, and I'm going to give that off camera then you can't see that. Right, so fold that over, get this piece so it goes, the little grooves go in like that, and you just push it in, and gravity will hold it in place, and then push the other side in, and gravity holds it in place. As I say, a drop of glue on the inside would be great, and then you've got your lid, and you can just glue your lid on. Or you can actually have your lid like that, so your lid's open, and then if you want to, like a lot of the terrain crates that come from battle systems, you can get the lid and place this on the inside and just glue it in the center, and when you glue it in place it will just actually be held in place there. It'll act as like a barrier to stop it from coming apart. Right, and then these are some of my favourite ones. I like these are really cool. Just going to do one because they're very quick, and so actually I'll do 2. Right, so take these little shapes out, punch the middle section out, which you may have to use a dowel or a paintbrush or a craft knife or something on that, and for some reason that one's not coming out at all. Right, I'm just going to have to go and get my craft knife because they're not going out. Okay, right, so get your craft knife and just oh, actually, I'm an idiot. Those don't pop out. Forgive me, they don't pop out. Right, so basically all you do is get these and just put those on the top. I don't know why I thought they popped out. So, barriers. Allows you to make 4 of them. Obviously, if you've got more sheets, you can do more of them. Like that. Just get this into place. These look great when you've got them with the police station. Yeah, I think you get 4 in the police station pack as well, which I'll have a look at in another video. And then we've also got a park bench, which comes in 3 parts. Or is it 2 parts? No, 2 parts. Right, like this. So Park bench, you've seen this done before. Slack goes down the bottom, like that. If I can get it in the right place. Like that. Oh, sorry, there is a third part as well. Yep, to make it stand up. And then we've got this part here that just goes on the bottom and acts as the seat, the base for the seat. And finally, we've got a breakaway metal barrier, or makeshift barrier. This one you can just leave as a, you can have it so it's just like broken like that, or you can attach it together whichever way you want using clips. I've not got clips in the room, so I unfortunately can't show that. And then finally, the last thing to show you is these. These are really cool, especially when you get quite a few of them. So this is a pallet. All you need to do is just punch out these two little pieces in the middle of the pallet, and then you've got a pallet. And what you could do is just leave it like that, or you can give it a bit more three-dimensionality by putting extra struts on the top like this, and then gluing them in place like that. So you've got the two extra struts there where the forks go through for your pallet truck or your forklift, and do the same on the bottom and the middle one. So so this one will go in the middle like that. Okay, so that's all of the terrain from the furniture parts assembled. What I'll do now is I'll get the rest of the terrain and the stuff from the core set laid out, and we'll have a quick look through it, and I'll give you my thoughts afterwards, but really pleased with it. The guys at Battle Systems always do a great job, and this is just fantastic. So I shall be back soon. Okay folks, so here is the fully assembled cityscape. As you can see, there's quite a lot. There is actually a load of stuff still left over. I've got lots and lots of junk in here. There's loads in another box, and I've still got another sheet to unpack. But this is just a quick look at what it looks like when it's assembled. So I'll try and get a few close-ups so you can actually see. These FBI agents and these army men, these soldiers, they're about to have a very, very bad day, because if you see in the corner here, we've got a Yautja just about to come and say hello. Okay, so this is a setup for a scenario for Majestic 13 that I ran at Claymore last year, and it went down really, really well. Sorry, not last year, the year before, and it went down really, really well. I didn't use this terrain, but I used the same thing with the Marines and the Men in Black against one Yautja, and of course the Yautja kind of like won almost every battle that he was in. Right, okay, so as you can see, it's all modular. I've not designed this very well, not utilised it to the best abilities, because what I could have done is, as you see, if I just go behind the back, you know, I could have actually made it so that this back part was completely open, so I could put things in and out. Also, let's find one that's not right. Okay, I'll use this one. I'll just take this guy off. If you look here, I don't have a floor on this one. I've not put the floor in, but if I had it so the roof was movable, there'll still be a floor with the floor mat. And this part here is actually the rest of this kitchen area, just covered up by one of the roof tiles. Now, it looks better when it's got vehicles on it. It looks much better when it's got vehicles on. Unfortunately, all my vehicles are in storage and I can't get at them. But great stuff. Really, really good stuff. Work here, Battle Systems. And I've got some more things to actually expand on this. I've got the police station, I've got the Art Deco building, and I've got the fire station. So expect more looks at those coming very shortly, and also expect some stuff coming for Lone Gamer very shortly as well. So I'm trying to get that launched in April. Right. Okay, I'll leave some photos at the end. Once again, I've been Mark. Thank you for tuning in. And no matter where you are in the world, please stay safe, look after yourself, and keep rolling those dice. Bye.